Hello friends, so in this video we are going to design a second order Nulling FIR filter. First of all, what is Nulling filter? A Nulling filter is a filter which blocks certain frequency. Suppose you have a input like 1 plus cos omega 1n. So from that input we have to remove the omega 1 frequency component. We have to remove the cosine component. So the question is like, when the output of an FIR filter is 0, the FIR filter acts as a nulling filter for a certain input frequency. So for a certain input frequency, the nulling filter's output is 0. So it blocks that certain frequency. So we have to design a second order nulling filter that will remove the cosine component from the following signal. Xn is equal to 1 plus cos 0.4 pi n, means cos omega 1n. You can assume as omega 1, this 0.4 pi as omega 1. List the three filter coefficient of nulling filter. As we have to design a second order filter, so it will have a three coefficients. Okay, so we have to find those coefficients. Also, DC component will not be removed. You have to remember, DC components should not be removed. Only the omega 1 frequency component should be removed. So determine the DC level of the output signal. Okay. So the solution will be like this. As the input is given, xn is equal to 1 plus cos omega 1n. We want to remove the frequency omega 1. Okay, I am saying omega 1 as 0.4 pi. Okay, so that, remember that. So let's assume second order FIR filter is a0 plus a1 e power minus j omega plus a2 e power minus 2 j omega. Okay, so the output of the filter will be equal to yn equal to a0 xn plus a1 xn minus 1 plus a2 xn minus 2. So as we know that for this filter to be nulling filter, the frequency response of this filter should be 0 at the frequency omega 1. So h of e power j omega at omega equal to omega 1, the frequency response should be 0. So you put omega equal to omega 1 in frequency response of this filter. So next you have to take real part separate and imaginary part separate. Then you have to equate to 0 both real and imaginary part. Okay, two equation you will get, and three variables we have, a0, a1, a2, and two equations. If you solve those two equations, you will cancel two variables and you will find in terms all three coefficient in terms of one variable. Suppose that is a0. So my final answer is a0 minus 2a0 cos omega 1 and a0. These are three coefficient. Now you can take a0 any real number like 1. Okay, so final answer will be this. Another question it has asked, the output, DC level of the output we also have to find. So we know that output is equal to yn is equal to a0 xn plus a1 xn minus 2 a2 xn minus 2. Put a0 a1 a2 value okay in terms of a0, or a0 equal to 1 you can take. Then you will find the DC level. Okay, it's simple. Okay, I hope you got how to design the nulling filter, what is nulling filter and how to design it. Okay, thank you.